What if one morning you woke up and everything felt just slightly off? You're scrolling online and suddenly realize the Statue of Liberty isn't where you thought it was. Your favorite childhood logo looks wrong. That movie quote you've known your whole life, now it doesn't even exist. Welcome to the Mandela Effect, the glitch in the matrix that's starting to feel more like a full-blown system reboot. It's not just quirky, misremembered facts anymore. In 2025, millions swore the Statue of Liberty stood on Ellis Island. It doesn't. It never did. And yet, many remember it vividly. So what's going on? This isn't nostalgia playing tricks. It's a growing global phenomenon where people across the world remember things one way, and reality insists they're wrong. But here's the twist. These memory anomalies are happening more frequently, and they're starting to question the very fabric of what we consider real. Could it be collective misremembering, or is reality being edited, quietly and systematically? Because if the past can change without warning, what's stopping the future from being rewritten too? Let's unravel this mystery, before we forget it was ever different. 1. The new wave. We've all heard the classics. Berenstein Bears versus Berenstain. Luke, I am your father, that never actually existed. Those were just the warm-up. The new Mandela Effects are way more jarring. Let's start with geography. South America, once directly below North America, has drifted eastward. Not subtly, shockingly. But whole entire continents don't just move overnight, do they? And Japan. People swear it's now the wrong shape, more curved, twisted, off. It's as if someone rearranged the map while we were sleeping. Now even human anatomy is getting weird. Remember learning your heart was on the left? Well, now it's almost dead center, and medical books say it always was. Logos. The Ford emblem has a strange loop on the F that looks hand-drawn. Skechers dropped the T, but only very recently, right? TV's now being rewritten. Life is like a box of chocolates? No, now it's was like a box. And C-3PO? One silver leg. Always had it, apparently. Even if your vintage action figure says otherwise. These aren't trivial facts. They're foundational memories, shared across generations. And yet, they're being erased, denied, rewritten. The internet is exploding with threads, TikToks, and heated Reddit debates. People are noticing, comparing notes. And the strangest part? It doesn't feel random anymore. So what's behind this bizarre surge of wrong memories? Because either millions of people are suddenly terrible at remembering, or something, or someone, is actively changing the script. 2. Why it's accelerating. Something changed around 2020. Mandela Effects didn't just keep happening, they exploded. Why? One theory is simple. The internet. We're more connected than ever, constantly syncing memories with strangers online. One viral TikTok or Reddit post and boom, a new Mandela Effect is born. But let's not kid ourselves. That doesn't explain everything. Some believe we're experiencing a bleed-through, a memory leak between parallel timelines. Imagine multiple realities running side by side, sometimes brushing up against each other. You suddenly remember a different version of a brand, a map, a moment, because your brain caught a fragment from another timeline. And then there's what believers call residue. Physical evidence from the old timeline. An old VHS tape, a t-shirt, a cereal box, all showing a version of reality that supposedly never existed. Skeptics call them misprints. Believers call them clues. But here's the kicker. It's happening too often. The sheer frequency makes it harder to write off as coincidence or collective confusion. New Mandela Effects pop up every week. Entire online communities are built around spotting them, documenting them, sharing eerie proof that reality isn't quite as stable as we thought. So the real question isn't just why is this happening? It's why now? Because if our reality is being rewritten, it's speeding up. And that means something, or someone, is behind the edit. 3. Who or what is behind this? Let's entertain a terrifying thought for a moment. What if these memory glitches aren't accidental? One theory gaining traction is timeline tampering. Think of reality as editable code, and someone has access to the back end. A rogue AI? A secret agency? Or maybe even future humans testing how much change we can handle before totally freaking out. Worryingly, it's not just science fiction. In 2022, CERN fired up the Large Hadron Collider at record-breaking power. Shortly after, a massive spike in Mandela Effect reports. Coincidence? Or did smashing particles tear a microscopic hole in reality? Then there's the AI theory. As artificial intelligence curates more of our digital world, could it also be rewriting history? If it updates a web page, edits an article, or corrects a fact, and no one notices, did the past just change? Some researchers believe we're living in a simulation, and like any program, glitches and updates can happen. The Mandela Effect? A side effect of a cosmic software patch, or worse, a stress test to see if we'll notice. Think about it. Change a cereal box, alter a famous quote. See how the public reacts. Then go bigger. Adjust maps, medical facts, historical events. Tiny edits with no fingerprints. So what's more likely? That millions of people across the globe suddenly misremembered the exact same things? Or that reality is being edited and we're the beta testers? 4. Are we nearing a reality shift? Here's the unnerving part. What if these small glitches are just phase 1? If logos can change, if anatomy can shift, if maps and movie lines can rewrite themselves, what's next? Some believe we're heading towards a tipping point, a full-blown reality shift. Not just tweaks to details, but a systemic reboot of what we consider truth. A silent countdown to everything changing. Even more eerie, what if the Mandela Effect isn't the glitch, but the message? What if it's the system's way of warning us? A breadcrumb trail that something bigger is coming. Think about how much of your life is now digital. Photos, memories, facts, entire histories. And if that data, the record of your reality, is editable, then what's left of your reality? Because once you stop trusting your own memory, what is real? We're not just talking about pop culture inconsistencies anymore. We're talking about perception itself and whether it can be hacked. So if this world feels like it's shifting under your feet, maybe it actually is. 5. The ongoing unease. So what do we do when reality starts to feel negotiable? Maybe the best thing is to stay alert, keep noticing, keep questioning. Because if everything can change, names, places, then memory might be our last defense. And if reality really is being rewritten, then the only thing standing between what was and what is might be us remembering the difference. If you've ever felt like something isn't quite right, trust that instinct. And if you're into exploring more mind-bending mysteries like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and join the conversation. Reality might just depend on it.